Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes in Coffee. When I was growing up, the sport I chose to play and put my attention in was basketball. I wish someone would have told me at the time that I was picking my sport that you have to be pretty tall to play basketball, and I seem to have only made average height. I remember playing in a youth league where I wanted to win the trophy, I wanted to win the championship, and every season it seemed like we would lose. No matter what I did, no matter how much I practiced, it seemed that we would lose. But then there came this one particular season where we managed to pull it off. We won the championship. Our team was down late. We managed to come back, and I got a trophy. And I remember leaving the gym that day with my trophy, just feeling so accomplished and wanted to show everyone, hey, look, we won. Now, as I've progressed further in life, I've come to realize not every situation can be won. Not all situations that I come into are actually winnable or even have a prize. But sometimes these situations that are so insignificant seem to push us to want to win. So, my question to you is, what is your trophy when you win, especially when the matter is very insignificant? For instance, a discussion with someone with whom you have an intimate relationship, such as your spouse, or maybe even a stranger or your coworker. Or think about when you're driving on the road and the light turns green and that person in front of you waits the dreaded 3 seconds before pressing the gas, causing you to wait. Or, even worse, they cut you off in traffic. It could even be something as simple as asserting your dominance over your children. My question to you is, in these situations where whatever the conflict is so insignificant, what is your trophy? Situations such as conflict, or even situations that are non confrontational, it can be easy to think of what I am getting out of this situation. But we have to pause and ask ourselves, is the trophy that we want actually what we want? Let's think of a situation that I would deem insignificant, but can be approached as a must win situation. Let's say you get into it with your spouse, and the conversation is proving who was the last one to pick a movie or who got to pick the last restaurant. Something that is insignificant. And let's say that you beat your spouse down. You have facts, you have your receipts, you have your ducks in a row, and you beat them down. And you are going to win this victory. What is your trophy? Are you going to bask in the glory of your victory while your spouse feeds you fruits because they lost? More than likely, it's not going to happen. It's never happened for me, at least. More than likely, the trophy that will be gotten is a quiet home full of strife and no loving. And then you have to ask yourself, the trophy of that victory, was it worth it? Was it worth it to beat someone down and win and yet have no peace in my home? Or what about this next scenario? Let's say that driver doesn't leave in the 2 seconds and you aggressively honk your horn and you let them know next time that light is green, you better go. Or that person cuts you off and you're going to show them and you're going to cut them back off. And you're going to slam on your brakes and you're going to let them know that you are not to be messed with. My question to you is, what is the trophy? Is the trophy that the driver is going to pull over, apologize, and offer to put gas in your car? What is the actual trophy in that situation? Or is it more likely that this situation is going to escalate into violence, that someone is going to be hurt emotionally or physically, or just maybe feel threatened? What is the actual trophy from winning this victory? Or let's say your child does something insignificant, such as spilling their milk. This can mean a variety of different things at different ages to where it's just spilled milk. And you beat that child down emotionally and you let them know what a failure they are. And you assert your dominance over that child. What do you win? Do you win their respect? Do you win their admiration? Or is it more than likely that you win a child who won't feel comfortable coming to you? Any situation, we have to ask ourselves, is the pursuit of this trophy worth it? Is it worth it to beat my spouse down because I do the dishes 51% of the time and she does them 49% of the time? Please don't confuse what I'm saying. There are times where you are going to have to be firm, where you are going to have to take issues that are tough or something that you're struggling with and present them. There are times when you are going to have to be tough on your children. I understand that. But not every situation can be a situation to where you have to dominate someone or to win a trophy. Because believe it or not, when you do win these situations, nobody brings you a trophy. Sometimes the only answer is to show compassion and to be humble. How do I know this? Because I was dead wrong. But when I looked up at the cross and there is a man hanging there for my sins, then I know that he was right and I was wrong. And because he loved me enough to die for my sins, I recognize that I don't have to win everything because Christ would have been right to have me crucified for my wrongs, but yet he loved me and he had compassion on me. Not every situation is going to require that you win it. My prayer is that you use wisdom in each and every situation to ask yourself, is it worth it? Because the true trophy is to glorify God. That way, you are able to share his love with others. You are able to enjoy the true trophy, which is a heavenly reward. If you haven't already, please share this podcast. This is Jerry with 5 Minutes in Coffee.